Yo, what's up, it's King Steph, and we're back with chapter 207 of JJK, titled Star and Oil Part 3. And this chapter was pretty crazy in terms of the fighting. The fights, things definitely turned up a notch. The climactic end of this chapter, a lot of people are going to be guessing if Yuki is still going to be here for the rest of this arc. I'll let y'all know how I feel about it in a minute. Before we get into this battle, I like the fact that we went back to Choso, Yuki, and Tengen, and everything that's happened for them has been a part of their plan. Choso eventually losing and coming back when Kenjaku is constricted and has Yuki attacking him too. This is a high risk, high reward style plan, and I like the straightforward thinking between these two because they know Kenjaku is too smart and knowledgeable, as well as dangerous to try and plan too hard again, because he will eventually see through it. So Choso is risking his life in order for this plan to work, and to avoid taking too much damage while trying to get Kenjaku to reveal his other curse technique, while Yuki's force his domain. So right now, Kenjaku is in a fatigue-like state for his standards, but let's move on to the fight. This part of the fight overall is big time. This is our best chance to take down this guy type of feat. Two special grades and a curse/human hybrid going at it for the sake of Japan and the world. The opening was one of my favorite parts because while Choso is aiming his point blank piercing blood at Kenjaku, Kenjaku uses the boxing neck twist, which is used for reducing the impact of a punch. It's a dangerous evasive move if not performed correctly. I'm binge reading Ippo right now, so this made me smile from ear to ear. I swear, me and Gege are at the hip when it comes to the fighting and martial arts references. But the piercing blood lopped off the top of Kenjaku's head, revealing the brain, which was insanely hype and unexpected because it's been a minute since we actually seen the full brain that's inside Kenjaku's head. By the way, Choso yelling "it's parent killing time" was like a mix of raw and weird dialogue. Weird, not in the sense of corny or bad, but just that's just a crazy thing to yell at as you're attacking your father. We get a great sequence of Yuki Choso trying to overwhelm Kenjaku with attacks. Yuki pops the reverse curse technique and finally heals. I saw someone on Twitter getting mad about this, saying it's an ass pull. All I'm gonna say is, read, nigga, read! Clearly, Yuki needed to heal. She was waiting for Choso to arrive because if she healed while Kenjaku was standing there, she would be vulnerable for an attack if he decided to add more pressure and started to attack her. But as Kenjaku escaped the Garuda, Yuki grabs the damn Garuda and imbues it with virtual mass and like a whip, slams Garuda into the ground, and the damage that it did to the area is nuts. Just imagine if she was out in a city and did this. The amount of casualties would be off the charts, but Kenjaku stands still and uses gravity to stop both of them. And this is where the tides really start to change. I mean, just look at him. He looks like he's tired of these two. Clearly, he's being exhausted to a certain extent. But Kenjaku's gravity has a 2 to 3 meter radius and lasts 6 seconds. So gravity isn't exactly a incredibly powerful technique, but it's a damn good tool to use in battle. Gotta point out the recovery time of his curse technique after domain usage. That's relatively quick, how he pretty much got back to using it to a normal standpoint after maybe a couple of minutes. I don't know if that's necessarily a feat to take note of, but I'll let y'all be the judge of that. To me, I put it up. With Kenjaku at a weakened state and using curse spear manipulation, which Yuki can counter, she starts to attack more aggressively because this is technically her best chance she has because she's seen everything he could do at this current time. But Kenjaku has one move in his pocket that I don't think anyone in the fandom anticipated. As Yuki goes in for a right punch, he grabs her and uses a mini Uzumaki to her face, and the output looks legit, even though Yuki blocked it at first, taking advantage of the fact that when Yuki uses Bambaye, she's only imbuing virtual mass into herself and can deal the damage to whatever it comes in contact with. Her body doesn't take on the mass, this meaning her durability is still the same. Launches a point blank mini Uzumaki to the gut, and baby girl Yuki is donutted right now. She's looking like Kakuin. She, among others, fell prey to the damn donut yet again. I have no idea if she'll live or die or not, because even though she has reverse curse technique, I don't know if she has the energy to do that, even if Choso steps in to buy time for her to heal. I was still just shocked reading this, because who would have thought that you could compact your maximum domain like that? Maybe he used less curse spears while using Uzumaki, I'm not sure, but Yuki is in serious trouble right now. And by the way, if she nailed that kick with the Bambaye activated early in the chapter, Kenjaku would have been finished. Head decapitated, rolled all over the room. The whole series would have been finished by then. Maybe Tengen steps in and does something, but I have no confidence in Tengen whatsoever at this point. And even if Choso comes in clutch, what a stretch of chapters it would be for him if he did. I still have this feeling Choso could die after all of this, because There's just so many dialogue points, even before Kenjaku, that Choso would do anything for his brothers. A sacrificial lamb type deal for Choso somewhere around, you know, the next couple chapters. I just wouldn't be shocked at that. Also, that mini Uzumaki, if this is Gege showing us that people could use maximum techniques in a compact version like this could mean we might see more maximum techniques later down the line. I've been wanting to see more because we only have 3 in the entire series, and I kind of want to see like other different variations of it. But you know, hopefully we get that. And I also have an idea that just popped in my head while recording this. There's blood still in the hole of Yuki. What if Choso inserts some of his blood to try and conceal the wound for now, in kind of like a semi-healing fashion to kind of just hold her together for the time being? It's a thought. Either way, an intense chapter nonetheless. I'm going to be dodging spoilers left and right next week. Hopefully no one ruins it for me. Final prediction, I think Yuki will live, but will be heavily scarred around her stomach area, because I mean, we still need to see her domain expansion, and maybe we'll get a flashback on her time as a star plasma vessel as well. But hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe for more content, and I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Peace.